long-lasting quality of GE appliances today. Trust Johnson's for furniture, bedding, and appliances because you're like family, and family is everything.
Get in the holiday spirit with exclusive savings on genuine Case IH parts, service, and gifts. Delight the kid and everyone with $20 off every $100 spent on Case IH toys. Get $10 off the purchase of Case IH rechargeable LED work lights and give the gift of organization with 10% off Case IH tool storage products. Visit your Case IH dealer H&R AgriPower in Hopkinsville, Russellville, Owensboro to save on genuine Case IH parts, service, and gifts.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic Sports in Kentucky. Brought to you by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association and the Kentucky Athletic Administrators Association.
Good luck, Tigers. Have a great season from Treasures Remembered.
Do you prefer that one kid that's probably you're going to be able to count on for 12 to 14 points?
It's absolutely a good thing to have balance. However, I feel like we need a couple more kids to step up and put a few more shots up and hopefully get a few more points. You know, Briley's, even though she sat out last year, she's our leading scorer early. I expect her to be in double figures. We need a couple more kids to get in double figures. We have to put more points on the board. We're only averaging 36 points a game. We need to improve that. and hopefully as we get settled in, get settled, get used to this new offense, new coach, hopefully we'll be able to put some more points on the board. I say that about our offense. We're getting all kinds of good shots. Getting good shots hadn't been our problem. I think not having legs late in the game is causing us to not shoot the ball as well as hopefully we'll be able to in the next few games. But as our shooting percentage increase, I feel like our the scoring, per game scoring and points per game will increase for a few of our kids.
Another positive that may, in fact, hurt the Lady Tigers at times, but I still think it's a positive, and we'll be on down through the games later on in the season. This is a very unselfish team. There's not one that's saying, let me get my 15, 20 points, and then everybody else can score. But sometimes this team will come down and make maybe one too many passes being unselfish.
It's leading to some unforced turnovers. We're making I called it the extra pass.
Right.
I've been saying that in the first 3 games. We got to learn when we get the ball inside the paint, there's no need for another pass. We have to score the ball when we get the ball inside the paint. So hopefully Coach is talking that up, and it's great to be unselfish, but we also have to score before we turn the ball over. So that's an adjustment that we need to make, and I think we will do that.
Just about 16 minutes before we tip this one off. Lady Tigers, Lady Panthers here at the Cab tonight. If you're leaving the parade, come on out to the Cab tonight. Watch a good basketball game between Caldwell County and Dawson Springs. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll start looking at a couple of Lady Tigers to watch for tonight next on the Athletic Center pregame show.
Financial planning should be specific to you and your life circumstances. That is why we created Invest FB Wealth Management, a division of Farmers Bank. Hi, I'm Jeff McDaniels, Invest FB's lead financial advisor. Whether you're saving for retirement, starting a business, or planning your family's future, our individual and comprehensive approach can help you achieve your financial goals. Visit us today at our Princeton or Eddyville offices to start a conversation about your individual financial needs.
You'll find over 30 years experience to work for you at U-Ride in Princeton. They are hometown proud and ready to serve your vehicle needs from start to finish, and they do it all safely. You'll find variety and quality vehicles along with on-the-lot financing. And of course, you can always apply online at uridesales.com. Stop by or call for an appointment today with one of their friendly sales staff at U-Ride on the Marion Road in Princeton, 270-365-3018. Hometown proud. Go Tigers!
Hey, sports fans, you wouldn't want your favorite sports team to play only offense or defense. When it comes to insurance, why settle for someone that can handle only your auto policy? At Goodwin Insurance, they take care of all your insurance needs. You deserve someone that provides comprehensive coverage and is working alongside you in your community. Contact them today for a quote.
Goodwin Insurance of Princeton, Cadiz, or Marion, or online at insurewithgoodwin.com.
We're your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. We're your store for quality with brilliant and durable paints in a variety of sheens and thousands of colors. We're your store for service with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. We're your local experts, and we're here to help with all your painting projects. Benjamin Moore at Joyner Hardware on Main Street in Princeton.
Powering your lives and lighting up your nights. Princeton Electric Plant Board's community spirit shines bright. Entrusted with the glow of our fields, they keep our Tigers' pathways illuminated to victory. A shout out goes to our Tigers, Preston Burrell and Cole Wyatt, as they roar into a new season. Good luck, Tigers. Here's to a safe and victorious year from your one and only Princeton Electric Plant Board. They're not just a service, they're community.
Bradley Furniture wishes all the Tigers good luck this season.
Welcome back to the Athletic Center pregame show. The Athletic Center, your one-stop shop for all of your sports needs. Whatever the sport, the Athletic Center has you covered from head to toe. 13 minutes before we tip it off between the Lady Tigers and the Lady Panthers tonight here at the Cab. Dennis Stevens and Melissa Thomas here on the Athletic Center pregame show. We talked a little bit about Caldwell County coming in at 0-3, but they're out there loose tonight. They're smiling during the warm-ups, been here for a little while, and they are not a tense team at all to be 0-3. Looking forward to tonight's game. Is there one player that you're looking to kind of have that breakout game, especially against a team that has about half the roster being middle schoolers? They only have 5 high school kids on the roster. Is there one that you're really looking for maybe that big night tonight?
You know, I think it needs to be Tink Clark. I would love to see her come out and make some shots early. She has done a really good job of being a floor general, but I want her to get started well. And I'd love to see her look to shoot the ball a little bit more. She's averaging 4 a game the first 3 games. Her average last year was around 10 points a game. Yeah. So she's capable of scoring for us, and I feel like if she can get a few shots to fall early, I think it's gonna it will lead into greater things for us.
One player that I thought really got off to a good start against Crittenden County at the Butler Gym and maybe helped her confidence early in that game was Lulu Thompson, because it seemed like the first couple of shots fell. She played that much harder from that point on.
Absolutely. Our offense has to run through Lulu Thompson. We have to work from the inside out. I'm a firm believer in that, because she plays 2 or 3 feet from the basket. And so the percentages of her making shots are way higher than shots coming out off the perimeter. So, and she's also got to get rebounds. I think one thing last year you would see Lulu do is not even look to score. She'd get a rebound and kick it back out every time. And in that Crittenden game, that's the first time I've ever seen her turn and face the basket. And so I love that. I feel like if she'll continue to be able to do that, it's only going to make us better.
Lady Tigers on the floor warming up. Dawson Springs right now in the locker room getting set to come out tonight. From a coaching standpoint, this is a district game.
Yes.
And it's a district that is generally just run roughshod over by Madisonville and North Hopkins. Mm-hmm. They usually are in the driver's seat. They're expected and rated number 1 in the district again this season. You've got Hopkins Central, who beat Dawson last night 66-20. So that 2-3 seed is very important. You don't want to be that 4 seed that has to face Madisonville in the first round of the district. So the importance of these games between Caldwell County and Dawson, and Caldwell County a little bit later on, and Hopkins Central even more important.
Yes, and there's a lot of controversy on whether to seed or to draw. So this district for several years elected to draw instead of seed. But I love seeding games because it makes your regular season so much more valuable.
I agree.
Every district game is so important, and the first one is probably the most important. And so I hope our girls understand that. As a coach, you want to try to make them understand how important a district game is. It's so important that we're 1-0 after tonight because, like you said, you don't want to have to match up against that number 1 seed as a 4 seed when it comes district tournament time. So all these district games matter, and this one's probably the most important of them all.
9 minutes or so before we tip this one off between the Lady Tigers and the Lady Panthers. We'll take a break, come back, and talk a little bit about the Dawson Springs Lady Panthers on the Athletic Center pregame show next on WPKY.
Uncover the charm of banking local with Fredonia Valley Bank, your steadfast financial partner since 1894. Through times of change, Fredonia Valley Bank remains by your side to handle your banking with a legacy of excellence. Discover strength in their local roots and experience the difference of genuine community banking. Embrace the mantra of living local. Eat, buy, and bank local. Fredonia Valley Bank. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment. Your true hometown bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For 25 years, La Potosina Mexican Restaurant has been your choice for authentic Mexican food. They appreciate your business through the years. Open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. Pair your favorite meals with your favorite margarita. Enjoy dining in or call in for carryouts. Call 270-365-3848 to place your order. La Potosina Mexican Restaurant with locations in Princeton and Marion. Be sure to follow them on Facebook. And thanks again for 25 great years.
At Trilogy Performance Sports, they believe in only the highest standards of physical fitness training. Their staff members are actively enriching the lives of their members and creating a community of like-minded people. And getting you in shape is their number 1 goal. They have everything you need: knowledge, experience, and equipment. They find out what's important to you and design a customized plan that fits your needs. Learn more at trilogyperformancesports.com.
At Caldwell Medical Center, our transitional care patients receive the same care as they would in a skilled nursing facility, including physical, occupational, respiratory, speech therapies, and more. Every situation is unique. We help our patients reach their personal goals for independent living, all delivered with the care and compassion our patients deserve. right here close to home. For more information, visit caldwellmedical.com.
Fortner Gas Company has been serving the propane needs of Western Kentucky for 70 years. You'll find offices in Princeton and Cadiz. They're your local and family-owned propane supplier. Browse their website to discover the many services and products available. You can shop in person or online, and they can answer any and all questions in person or on the phone. If they're already your propane supplier, they say thank you. If they're not, they would love to be. Fortner Gas Company, a family tradition of service since 1951.
Hancock's Neighborhood Market would like to wish the Tigers all the best of luck this year.
Welcome back into the final segment of the Athletic Center pregame show. The Athletic Center, your one-stop shop for all of your sports needs. Whatever the sport, the Athletic Center has you covered from head to toe. Dennis Stevens, Melissa Thomas here on the Athletic Center pregame show. Before we talk a little bit about the Lady Panthers, Melissa, let's go over the injury report tonight, brought to you by Caldwell Medical Center. Caldwell Medical Associates Orthopedic Clinic is your one-stop shop for orthopedic care to get you back out on the court. Our skilled team of providers have the experience and knowledge to treat and diagnose a wide range of orthopedic services. Caldwell Medical Associates is a proud sponsor of Caldwell County Athletics. Talk to the coaches. Everybody seems to be healthy this early in the season. That's a good thing. We had some question about Nyla Sykes a couple of nights ago, how that sprained ankle from the game before would affect her. She looked like she was 100% against Crittenden Counties, and in warm-ups tonight showing no ill effects from that ankle.
Everyone looks good. Now, my girls have been complaining a little bit, and I have to explain to them the difference between pain and injury. As the season goes along, you know, these kids, that they sacrifice so much of their bodies, or the physicality of this game is unreal sometimes, so they're going to have aches and pains. That's part of it. So hopefully it'll just stay in that avenue, and we won't have to worry about any serious injuries because we can't afford to. Our bench is already short,
right?
And so hopefully we can keep everybody healthy.
Dawson Springs comes into tonight with a brand new coach as well as Caldwell County. Emily Seeger taking over for Amanda Scott this season. First time I met Coach Seeger was tonight before the game. Don't know really what to expect out of her style of play, but it's a very young team, Melissa. I was looking at the lineup tonight. They have 2 seniors, they have 2 sophomores, and 1 freshman, and that's it as far as a high schooler for the entire team. You have a slew of 7th and 8th graders. So to watch for tonight is Audrey McCoy. She's averaging 11 points a game, and then you have Kimberly Hoover, who's basically right at 10 points a game. So you are getting some production out of those two. If you're Caldwell County, do you come out and try to press or try to force the issue, try to play up tempo with a team this young?
I absolutely would. I would extend the floor. I'd press them the full 86 feet. But you also look at the stat sheet and notice they really don't shoot well from the outside. So you can, mix it up, mix your zones up, maybe put in some trapping zones, something that's going to make them try to get rid of the ball quick. But I would absolutely extend the defense early. You want to be the aggressor tonight because you want to come out, you want to make a statement early. But I haven't seen film on them. I'm sure Coach Brown has. So whatever he comes out in, I'm sure it's going to reflect what he's seen on game film. That's important to remember as well.
What caught my attention really about the McCoy kid is she's averaging 11 a game, 7.5 rebounds, but she is also an 8th grader.
Yeah, I noticed they've got a couple of 8th graders that seem to be contributing. That speaks well for the future of this Dawson program. We had a couple 8th graders last year here that ended up starting some varsity that are now freshmen. It's, on the girls' side, I'm just going to be honest with you, youth isn't that big of a deal. As much of a deal, I feel like, as on the boys' side. Because, I think I mentioned in our last game, about halfway through sophomore year, it's very rare that girls improve a whole lot after that. Now, it has happened. I've had several players that have done it, but for the most part, for the majority of the kids, the younger they are, they don't know what they don't know, so sometimes they'll get out there and really it's a benefit. Youth is sometimes a benefit.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of younger players over the years come into a game. They're too young to realize they're supposed to be nervous when they get into a varsity game like that, and they just play like it's just on the playground.
In this Dawson team, they're going to be underdogs a lot of nights, and so they don't know. So sometimes it's good to have some youth on your team that can push some of the older kids. I did notice that they have 1 senior. Let me look.
Yeah,
the Hoover kid is a senior. and she can provide them that stability, that leadership, and it just depends on what kind of kids you have on your team too. Kids that are, if they're young but they're willing to follow and they're willing to listen and continue to get better, sometimes that's an added benefit.
2 minutes before we tip this one off, that's going to wrap us up on the Athletic Center pregame show. The Athletic Center, your one-stop shop for all of your sports needs. Stop by and check out our friends at the Athletic Center in Princeton. Well, listen, as we count down to the national anthem to be played here in just a second, I want to get your opinion. We've broadcast a few games this year. We've seen a lot of rosters. There are very few juniors and seniors on a lot of teams playing these days. Is that trend because of anything, or is it just one of those that just comes in a trend like that and will pick back up in the years to come?
I think it's a roller coaster, especially for small schools. Well, even the bigger schools. If you look down in your big schools like Henderson and Marshall, they don't have the full JV, the full varsity teams that they once did. You have your kids that play JV, freshman JV varsity, even in your larger schools like McCracken and Henderson now. I think basketball is a hard sport. It's the hardest sport. It happens to be in the middle. So your good athletes aren't playing 3 sports anymore. Now, we do have a couple on our team, but they're rare. 3-sport athletes are very rare. So those kids that have to give up a sport or feel like they have to give up a sport, it's basketball a lot of times, because basketball's in the middle, and so they feel like they can rest during the winter.
The teams are going to the respective benches. We will have the national anthem here in just a second, getting set for the Lady Tigers and the Lady Panthers here from the cab. Come on up if you're still out around from the parade. Come on up to the cab and watch a good ball game tonight between Caldwell County and Dawson. Time now for tonight's national anthem.
Experience the magnificence of the American flag. Embrace the resonance of our national anthem. The veterans of foreign wars of the United States respects these symbols deeply, having protected our freedom tirelessly. Join the ranks of Princeton's VFW 5595 and VFW Auxiliary as they salute all who honor our emblem of liberty with the playing of our national anthem by our very own Band of Pride.
$1580, 103.3 WPKY. Princeton. Light it up. It's time for tip-off. Caldwell County basketball is on. 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
We are back at the cab getting set for tonight's matchup between the Caldwell County Lady Tigers and the Dawson Springs Lady Panthers. Time now for tonight's starting lineups as we get set for that Travis Construction and Concrete tip-off. For Dawson Springs, it's number 15, Madeline Back, one of the 2 seniors on the squad. Number 44 is Emily Colson. Kim Hoover, the other senior, also in the starting lineup, as well as number 23, that's Audrey McCoy. And number 20, Bailey Swatzel, an 8th grader in the starting lineup for Dawson Springs. For Caldwell County, it's Tink Clark leading the way at point guard. Number 15, junior Nyla Sykes in the starting lineup. Sophomore Lulu Thompson, and Coach, we talked about her a lot. She's one that had a big game last time out, looking for more tonight. Jakaya Copeland, the lone senior for Caldwell County in the lineup, and number 22, Morgan Akins, rounding out the starting five for Caldwell County. Tip-off tonight is brought to you by Travis Construction and Concrete. For all of your construction and concrete needs, as well as driveways, porches, foundations, basement walls, decorative concrete, remodels, and more, here's to building a successful year from Travis Construction and Concrete. And the first quarter brought to you by our friends at Cozy Living Interiors. Cozy Living, everything a home should be. Ball is up in the air. Tip is controlled by Dawson Springs. Dawson turns, takes it to the hole, and the Lady Panthers out quickly with the bucket. That is number 44, Emmeline Colson. The freshman took the tip. I think everybody wanted to run to the other end of the court, Melissa, and she realized her end was right there in front of her.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's like either our feet were in concrete or we weren't real sure which direction we were going.
Dawson Springs opens up in a 2-3 zone. Caldwell County patiently working around the top of the key. Inside it goes to Thompson, back out front. Now underneath, Thompson with great position, misses the shot. Akins with the rebound along the baseline. Akins gets it back underneath to Thompson. Thompson wanted to feed Sykes. That one's picked off by Dawson Springs quickly back up the court. That is number 23, Audrey McCoy.
I think Lulu was trying to pass it there. That's another situation where she needs to score that. Catch it in the paint, take it up strong, and score it.
McCoy on the dribble, guarded by Sykes. McCoy, a very talented 8th grader. Caldwell County man-to-man defensively to start out. 2-0 Lady Panthers. A drive by Dawson, kick underneath is knocked away. Ball on the floor. Dawson comes out with it. McCoy goes underneath. That one tipped away by Copeland, but just enough to get it on the floor where Dawson Springs recovers. Shot from the free throw line is partially blocked. Dawson with the rebound finally. Caldwell County comes away with the basketball. And it is Jakaya Copeland, coast to coast, taking it in. She's going to pull it back up as that 2-3 zone settled in front of her. A steal at midcourt on the pass back out by Dawson. And now Sykes going for the tie-up. And it is a tie-up. Good job by Caldwell County.
So far, until this possession, I feel like Dawson's been the aggressor. You know, we've only 45 seconds into this game. We've got to pick up our intensity, pick up our pace.
Yeah, that's surprising because Dawson playing like they're on house money right now, especially with 2 8th graders in the starting lineup. 2-3 zone, as we said, by Dawson. Over it goes to Clark. Clark back to Copeland, to Akins for 3 from the wing. No good. And gets the ball back after it rolls off a couple of fingertips. Akins again with it on that left wing. Morgan looks it around. Jakaya Copeland comes out from inside. Back over to Akins. Akins will fire another 3. This one on the way. That one's strong. Rebound on the floor. And it's going to be another tie-up. This time possession arrow will go with the Lady Panthers. 5:42 left to play in the first quarter. Just basically underway here at the Cab. 2-0. Dawson Springs took the opening tip and put it up on a layup.
So we haven't shot very well from the field this year so far. So if we're not going to shoot well, we've got to out-rebound folks. And right now in the first minute, 15 seconds, we're getting out-rebounding as well. So we're going to have to hit the glass.
Caldwell County is going to pick up a little deeper out front now. It's Clark guarding 0-0 Kimberly Hoover. And a turnover, Dawson Springs. So Caldwell County will put it in play in front of their own bench. Coming back up the court. You have Lulu Thompson, free throw line high, trying to get the ball inside that zone. Does on a nice pass from Akins. Kicks it back out to Clark, just inside the three-point line. Tink Clark, that's the player you said needs to score a few more points than what she's averaging right now. Gets off to a good start as she ties it at 2.
She does. That was a great inside out. Good look from Lulu. Good shot from Tink.
Clark guarding Hoover. Hoover thought about the 3. Good job by Clark. Never got more than an arm's length away from her. That's the matchup right there that Nyla Sykes knocks it away. Dawson throws it, keeps possession, but it's right at midcourt. And a tie-up. Good job by Clark to stick her hands in and tie up Hoover.
Great pressure by Nala Sykes. We get them to just throw the ball in the air. We got to come up with that. We got to be on our toes and anticipate that a little bit better so that her hard work pays off and we get the steal.
I like that defensive matchup for Nyla Sykes on the McCoy kid, Audrey McCoy, number 23. Caldwell County with the ball, top of the key. Inside it goes, free throw line high. Over to Briley Butts, who checks into the ball game. Shot up by Butts is no good, but she'll step to the line for a couple of free throws.
I like Briley's aggressiveness there. She just stepped into the game and took it straight to the basket. That's what we need. We got to score. We got to have somebody that's willing to put the ball in the basket.
Free throws brought to you by Goodwin Insurance, your locally owned independent insurance agency capable of handling all of your insurance needs. First free throw is good. Caldwell County with their first lead of the night, 3-2. Butts will get her second. Shot is up and good. That's something Caldwell County, much like the boys team we talked about last night, needs to improve on that free throw percentage. I think Caldwell County hovering around the 50% mark on the season.
That's definitely going to hurt us down the road if we can't get that improved. But, you know, Dawson's not shooting very well from the free throw line either, so.
Akins closes in and gets the steal at midcourt and the trip. That was going to be an easy layup had Akins not gotten tripped.
Yeah, that was a good foul on the Dawson player because we were probably going to have 2 points after that.
And the new rule this year, 5 fouls per quarter. And after that fifth foul, on that fifth foul, you shoot 2 shots. The 1-and-1 is gone out of high school basketball starting this season. Akins, right wing, goes inside in some traffic, gets it to Thompson. Thompson switches court and puts it on the far side to Butts. Butts drives, takes it off the glass for a Farmers Bank shot. And it's Caldwell now up 6-2, 6 straight points by the Lady Tigers. Drive by McCoy, throws it up, gets it right back in her hands, and it's a turnover, Lady Panthers.
So we're putting good pressure on Dawson right now, and it's speeding them up just enough for them to turn the ball over. So our intensity, our energy is looking pretty good.
Med Thomas checks in for Caldwell County as Akins will take a seat. It's Butts left wing out front to Copeland. Copeland inside to Thompson. Thompson to Thomas. Thomas goes over looking for Davany Williams, who also just checked in, but it goes off of Williams. That was a tough pass for her to catch down low like that on the baseline with somebody right on her back. So it's a turnover, Lady Tigers.
It was another extra pass. You know, Med should have just jump stopped. She was 6 feet from the basket and taking that shot.
Dawson Springs back the other way. Another 8th grader in the game is Ashton Swatzel for Dawson Springs. Pass intercepted underneath into the hands of Ja'Kiah Copeland. Copeland looking to run, takes it down the right side of the lane.
Good pass.
Over to Williams. That was a good pass. Went through the hands of Davany Williams. Another player that I thought had a great game against Crittenden County at the Butler Gym.
Yes, Davany, exceptional rebounder against Crittenden County, so hopefully she'll be able to bring that for us tonight.
Hoover brings it up court, gets it to Swatzel. Swatzel over to McCoy. McCoy in the lane, dumps it down low, shot wild over the rim, and a nice rebound by Lulu Thompson. 3 minutes left to go. Caldwell up 6-2. Back underneath to Williams. Williams misses the shot, but the rebound goes off of McCoy, I think, lying on the baseline.
And, you know, she just instinctively put her hands up. Had she not done that, they would have probably had the ball right then.
Butts to inbound. Over it goes to Thomas. A wide open corner three off the back of the rim, no good. Hoover with the rebound for the Lady Panthers. Takes it down the court, has it back tapped away by Thompson, and it's going to stay with Dawson Springs, stopping the clock with 2:46 left to play in the first quarter.
You know, Dawson started this game getting offensive rebounds, and they haven't gotten one in a long time. Credit the Lady Tigers rebounding and blocking out and keeping them off the glass. It's made a difference here late in the first.
Copeland out of the game. Akins back in for the Lady Tigers. Little give and go. Hoover with the shot and the basket. That's one of the simpler plays that you'll ever run, and it worked for Dawson Springs that time. Now it's Caldwell County, top of the key from Akins, over to the right side to Thomas. Thomas swings it to Butts. Butts kicks it back. Pass goes inside. It's kind of deflected by Thompson into the hands of Williams, but Williams gets tied up, so the jump ball will go back over to Dawson Springs.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that pass got all the way through there.
Not either. It had to take a twirl somewhere along the way. Dawson Springs back up. Sykes will pick up Hoover at midcourt. Hoover off a screen, gets it around, goes left side. Good recovery by Sykes. Blocked it, tried to save it in, but was standing on the end line.
That's a dangerous, dangerous save right there. You know, you need to teach the kids you don't save it out of the other team under the other team's basket.
McCoy out front to Hoover. Hoover looking to drive, stopped at the free throw line by Sykes. It's Swatzel. Swatzel misses. And the rebound comes down to Lulu Thompson. Under 2 to play here in the first quarter. Butts lines up a long three off the mark in the front. Rebound Sykes. Sykes to Akins. Akins back to Butts. A runner in the lane is good. Briley Butts with the bucket. 8-4, Caldwell County.
I love the way Briley's moving without the ball. She's becoming a scorer instead of just a shooter. And we need scorers on this team.
McCoy guarded by Butts. Butts knocks it away. Foot race back to the goal. Butts off the glass. No good. Rebound Dawson Springs. Hoover wanted to go down court quickly. I'm not sure. Well covered was the target by Akins.
Oh.
And a foul is going to be called underneath. Briley Butts was going left-handed towards the basket from the right side and basically undercut by a Dawson player who slipped on the floor. It appears both players are okay. And it will be Caldwell County ball out of bounds underneath their own basket with 1:10 left in the first quarter. Akins gets it into Butts. Lines up another three. That one looked good all along the way from here. Right in front of us, a Little Caesars Pizza three-pointer by Briley Butts. Get game day ready this season with a 6:49 hot and ready from Little Caesars in Princeton. Drive, missed shot. Hoover with the rebound goes up and gets fouled across the wrist.
We don't block out, and so they get the offensive rebound and we foul them. But, you know, since Briley Butts has been in the game, our energy level has gone way up on both sides of the floor. So, and I love the energy that she's brought to this team.
Hoover's free throw off the back of the rim and no good. That's one of those intangibles that Briley Butts brings to the game. She's got a lot of speed. She's got decent height, but the energy level is just on 100 the whole time.
Yeah, she's definitely a competitor.
Second free throw missed as well, and it's Nyla Sykes with the board for Caldwell County. 46 seconds left in the quarter. Caldwell County up by 7. Butts back over to Sykes. Sykes underneath. Nice pass to Lulu Thompson, who puts it up off the glass for another Farmers Bank shot. Farmers Bank and Trust Company, your home of the Tiger Debit Card, the card that gives back to future athletes of Caldwell County. Ball gets loose from Dawson on the sideline, but it's off of Caldwell County, and it will stay with the Lady Panthers. They have 29 seconds to use up here before the end of the first. Down 13-4. Dawson scored the first 2 points, so a 13-2 run at this point by the Lady Tigers. Over to Hoover, just inside the three-point line. Kimberly Hoover, the senior, drains it for Dawson. 13-6. 10 seconds for Caldwell County. Akins quickly over to Butts. Butts back to Thompson. Thompson has to chase it down. That pass a little bit behind her. Gets it over to Sykes with 1 second. And Sykes,
good job.
She got the shot away, and I think she's fouled before the buzzer.
I love the way Nala knew exactly how much time was left, and she knew a lot of players will just throw a shot up right there, but she knew how much time we had, and got a really good shot.
That foul was on Emmeline Colson, and it will put, with no time left on the clock in the quarter, Nala Sykes at the line for 2 Goodwin Insurance free throws. First one up and good. Sykes is a kid that even last year plays with so much confidence.
She does. She plays with confidence and energy, especially on the defensive end of the floor. But she's helping us out right now with 2 made free throws.
Caldwell County looking good at the line in the first quarter after 1. It's Caldwell County 15, Dawson Springs 6. Back after this.
With Planters Bank, you're served up points with every swipe of your Planters check card with You Choose Rewards. You'll earn points on every credit transaction you make with your Planters Bank Visa check card. Visit plantersbankonline.com to learn more. You choose rewards on the Planters Visa check card. Reason number 15, that Planters is the bank where you can expect great things. Member FDIC.
During this holiday season, you have the power to make someone else's Christmas warm and bright. The Pennyrile Electric Plus One program allows you to turn just $1 into a helping hand for a neighbor in need. You simply agree to have $1 automatically added to your monthly bill, and your contribution will be used to help pay electric bills for those in need. That should give you a nice warm feeling too. Look for the Plus One insert in an upcoming statement or sign up online anytime at precc.com.
Welcome back to the Cab. Getting set for second quarter action here between the Lady Tigers and the Lady Panthers. Second quarter brought to you by our friends at Cozy Living. Stop in and talk to Pam or Hab and see what they have in store for you. You may have something you just can't live without before Christmas in your home. So go by Cozy Living Interiors. 2-3 zone again by Dawson Springs. Caldwell County works it to Clark, over to the right side to Copeland. Copeland skip pass all the way across the court. It's Butts for three.
Butts is feeling it, so we need to feed her. I don't know if she hasn't missed in a while, so we need to keep getting her the ball.
Little Caesars Pizza three for Butts. On the other end, it's McCoy missing on the layup, too hard off the glass. But it's off of Caldwell on the rebound attempt. It'll stay Dawson Springs basketball, just underway here in the second quarter. McCoy out front to Hoover. Hoover wanted to drive. Good job by Tink Clark to cut that one off. Now Butts gets a hand in the passing lane, knocks this one away, takes it all the way up, and no good. Loose on the floor. It's McCoy, and a foul from behind on Lulu Thompson. Hoover wanted to throw that one the length of the court because she had number 44 Colson in a little snowbird on the back end of it.
Yeah, that was actually a good foul by Lulu. I think she thought she had the ball, but either way, I think we saved 2 points there.
Good job by Butts. Knocked it down up there in part of that zone. Butts back on the other end, got the pass back from Copeland. And Briley having a big game early, 20-6. Caldwell County with the lead. Double teamed at half court. Sykes ties up McCoy. Possession arrow still with Dawson.
You know, she's causing havoc there at the top on her on the ball defense. She's getting deflections. She's getting steals. She's definitely leading us on both ends of the floor right now.
And she plays volleyball as well. I know she plays softball.
Yes.
She's a spectacular softball player, but one of those three-sport athletes like you talked about a little bit earlier.
Yeah, she's a tremendous athlete. She can play any sport. It's fun to watch her. I've always told her that I thought basketball was her best sport, but, you know, I'm biased.
It's going to be thrown in by Bailey Swatzel, the 8th grader. I'm not sure what they hold. I think there's a uniform being tucked in by McCoy. 6:58 left to go in the first half. Tigers come out a little bit sluggish in the first minute or two, but they have turned it on since then, out 20-6 now. Into the corner, way too high for Swatzel. That one out of bounds. Turnover, Dawson.
You know, we've switched to this little 1-2-2 half-court trap. I like it. I love, you know, seeing Briley Butts on the top of it. It's causing Dawson a lot of trouble.
Coach Brown talking to Tink Clark. Now players back in the offensive end of the court. Butts inside to Thompson. Thompson to Copeland. Copeland had a spin move. Good job not to just give it away too early. Over to Butts. Butts drives baseline. Bank shot off the glass. No good. Rebound inside by Copeland. Puts it in off the glass. And Caldwell County pulling away now here early in the second quarter, 22-6. Another steal by the Lady Tigers. Outlet pass to Butts. Butts goes up, and is she going to get bailed out by the foul? Maybe. I
think so. That was a late whistle there. I mean she did get fouled. There was a lot of body contact there. It was just a late whistle.
And it is McCoy, the 8th grader, charged with the foul, her second. So Butts at the line. Free throw is good. And I won't try to put the announcer jinx
No,
on
don't.
Caldwell County until after this shot. But Davany Williams checks in, and Lulu Thompson goes out with a good game so far tonight. Free throw is good by Briley Butts, and Caldwell County doing an outstanding job at the line. Med Thomas is going to check in, and Nyla Sykes will come out of the game.
Briley she's in rhythm, so we want to try to keep getting her the basketball.
1-2-2 pressure in the backcourt. Dawson breaks it, gets it into the corner, but now it's going to be a double team. They work out of that. McCoy off the glass, too hard. Tie up on the rebound between Ashton Swatzel, and Med Thomas, and it's going to be a jump ball. Caldwell County gets possession arrow in their favor, so they'll come up the court with 6 minutes to play in the first half. Clark, open three. Nobody closed out on her. Misses. Thomas with an easy rebound and bucket right back up.
That's a good rebound. Med you can tell she read that.
On the offensive end for Dawson, it was Butts just ripping the ball away on the baseline and going in and putting it off the glass. Pressure really causing Dawson a lot of trouble. Back to Butts on a steal at half court by Copeland, and that will draw a quick timeout by new coach Seeger for Dawson Springs. We'll keep it right here and tell you about the timeout sponsor. 30-6 Caldwell County with 5:36 left to play in the second quarter. Timeouts this season brought to you by U-Ride. U-Ride gives you that hometown feel by providing personalized appointments to accommodate your busy schedule and remaining committed to you even after the sale. Contact our friends Lee Hughes and Tommy Harrison for an appointment. U-Ride supports all of our Caldwell County Tigers and Lady Tigers. Coach Thomas, it's a big run by Caldwell County. They are pouring it on at this point, led a lot by the defensive end of the basketball for Caldwell County.
You know, we've scored 15 points in 2.5 minutes. So, that's encouraging. Briley Butts is killing it on top of that zone. It's really causing Dawson some pressure. We need to stick it to them this whole second quarter. We can't let up. If we need to rotate people in, but we need to keep the pressure on so that we go into halftime feeling really good about ourselves.
You had, in just a matter of maybe 6 or 8 seconds, you had Med Thomas on a rebound, put the ball back up off the glass on the inbounds pass. Butts steals it away from McCoy, puts it in, and then a steal at midcourt with Butts on the other end on a pass. So not much more than 6 or 8 seconds. Caldwell County with 6 points.
Defense generating offense.
Pass down low to Swatzel. Ball loose on the floor. Akins picks it up. Outlets up to Clark. Clark feeds Thomas on the baseline. Thomas has her pass to Copeland knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Caldwell County basketball.
We're speeding up a little bit, so we got to know when to take it in and when to pull it out and set up an offense. And right then, Med Thomas should have pulled that ball out and helped us set up.
Thomas on the inbounds, top of the key three. That one's short, saved and rebounded by Akins. Back out to Thomas.
Good
Thomas
pass.
underneath. Davany Williams. That was a great pass. That's the pass you look for with
Absolutely.
Williams or Thompson on the block. This time it was Williams with an easy bank shot to give Caldwell County their biggest lead of the night. A steal in the backcourt. Clark up and in for Caldwell County. And this 1-2-2 is really wreaking havoc with Dawson Springs. Dawson passes off the mark, had her foot on the sideline, out of bounds, and it's back to Caldwell County.
Yeah, and I love the way that we started out playing it in the half court. Now we've extended it out to three-quarter court. Same rotation, so it's an easy press to learn, and our girls are really doing a nice job.
It is Jakiah Copeland bringing the ball in. Inside it goes to Williams. Williams did a good job backing her player down after she caught that ball on the block. Missed the shot, and out of bounds it goes, but it's off of Dawson. Lady Tigers will keep possession with 4:31 left to play in the first half. Out it goes to Clark. Clark just inside the three-point line, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound by Hoover for Dawson Springs. Hoover up to number 15, back. Ball loose on the floor. And that's just a couple of players hustling for the basketball, but a foul called on Madeline Back.
Yeah, I don't like that call. I know that it's in our favor, but that's just a hustle play.
Yeah, that's two players going for a loose ball. I'm with you on that one, Melissa. It is Clark over to Akins. Akins looks it over. Dawson Springs just staying in that 2-3 zone. They tried to go inside free throw line high to Williams. It was knocked loose.
Good look by Tank, but we got to quit hitting players in the feet with the basketball. The defense is going to collapse when you throw the ball in there, so Davine's got to be strong if she can get it in her hands. Either face the basket or then look for a kick out.
First foul on Williams, second on Caldwell County in the quarter. Caldwell County pulls the press back a little bit. It's still at 1-2-2, but it's a half-court version. Thomas gets a hand on a pass to the left wing, knocks it out of bounds. Checking back in here with the dead ball is going to be Briley Butts, along with Nyla Sykes. Coming out is going to be Clark and Copeland for Caldwell County. Just under 4 minutes to play in the first half. Caldwell up 34-6. And that pass off of a Caldwell County player, they're going to call a kickball. It'll go back to Dawson Springs. They'll have it underneath their own basket to Swatsel. Swatsel fires a long three, no good. And it is Butts with the rebound, dribbles up, looks over the court as Akins all alone in the left corner, steps inside the arc, misses the shot, rebound Dawson, but a back tip by Akins. Ball loose on the floor, picked up by Butts. Butts down the left side. She's going to bring it back out.
She got a...
There was a little bit of contact to knock her off balance, but they're going to say that Briley just let it go out of bounds. She had just a little bit of force against her on that one.
Yeah, she did. She took a pretty nice shot there.
Pass inside, knocked loose. Dawson able to come back with it. That's number 10, Swatsel, to 44, Colson. Colson, the freshman, over to Hoover. Hoover hounded at half court. Gets it loose to back. Baseline shot from Swatsel is no good, but she takes steps before the shot anyway.
Yeah, we're speeding them up. When you speed teams up, they're more likely to make mistakes, travel, turn the ball over. Our intensity on defense is what's changed the momentum of this game.
The two Swatsel sisters are in the game at the same time, both 8th graders for Dawson Springs. 2-3 zone. Bailey Swatsel gets a hand on it to knock it out of bounds. Thomas gets it back into Akins to start play again. And the referee wants to check out something on Thomas. Looking at her shoes, maybe?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
That's another first when you think you've seen it all, but pointed to the sneakers, said everything is fine, let's go play.
Just don't make me have to buy another pair of shoes, sir. They look fine from here.
David Williams with a foul underneath. I think she said a little bit of a moving screen along that baseline. They picked her up on it. 34-6 your score. We've been at that for just a couple of minutes. 2:44 left to play. It was a flurry by Caldwell County the first part of this quarter where they just ran off about 15 points in a matter of just over 2 minutes, but it's slowed down a little bit since. Swatsel on the far side. Goes out of bounds. Dawson saves it back in to right to Morgan Akins. Akins with that left-hand dribble takes it to the hole, up, no good. Ball loose on the floor. Dawson had a couple of players battling, and instead of one getting it, they knock it out of bounds. It'll be Caldwell County basketball.
That was a good job by Morgan. Nobody stopped her, so she just dribbled in. Good, strong shot, just a little hard off the glass.
And just when you think Dawson can't get much younger, Kaylin Cotton comes into the ballgame, number 35, a 7th grader for the Lady Panthers.
Yes, they are really young. It's showing.
It's Akins, picked up her dribble, swings it over to the left side to Butts. Butts back top of the key to Sykes. Sykes back to Butts. Briley's going to let her rip off the front of the rim. No good. Sykes with the board, off the glass and in. Farmer's bank shot. Nyla Sykes. Sykes did a good job making that pass, Melissa, then went straight down the lane. Knew Briley was going to go ahead and take that one, so she set up for a rebound.
Yeah, she anticipated that, and Briley knew she was going to take it before she passed it to Nyla.
Ball loose on the floor, stolen away by Sykes. Sykes to half court. Takes it down, Euro step up, no good. They're going to call her with a travel.
Oh, that was not a travel.
It And Nyla showing him what she did. That was
She's
legal.
exactly right. Now, I don't really condone her doing that and showing him, but that was absolutely a good basketball move.
Yeah, that takes some practice to do that little step. It's a popular one in this day and time, but it's not the easiest of things to get to learn how to do.
It isn't, and I think girls aren't expected to be able to do things like that, so sometimes referees anticipate.
Lulu Thompson with a strong rebound on the miss, and it's Caldwell County back the other way. Thompson with a kick out. Butts open this side from the right side. Another Little Caesars Pizza three-pointer, Briley Butts. And Caldwell County pushes that lead out to 33. We will be close to a running clock.
I'm running out of room in Briley Butts' box, so.
It's Dawson. Caldwell County drops back in a 2-3 zone. Shot missed by the Lady Panthers. Rebound Sykes. Still a minute to play in the first half. She'll hand it off to Akins, who will play the point. Brings it up top of the key. Kicks it over to Butts. Butts feeling it from three. Off the front of the rim. No good. Over it goes to Thomas. Just inside the three-point line. No good. And it's Akins over the back. Tried to just go up and tap the ball to an open spot, but was over the back of the Dawson player. Her first foul of the night. 4 fouls on Caldwell County in the second quarter. And Dawson, for a second, had 6 players on the court, so they'll bring one off, and we are down to 44 seconds left to play.
We're sitting back in our 2-3 zone now.
Hoover from the right elbow, knocked loose, ball on the floor, tie up. Possession arrow will keep it with Dawson Springs. Clock stops with 32 seconds left to play in the half. It's going to be back, putting it in play to Hoover. Back, gets it back now to Hoover. Hoover drives the lane, runner in the lane, too strong. Sykes with the rebound for Caldwell County. She finds Akins. Akins will bring it up the court. Still 20 seconds, a lot of time left for Caldwell County to try to get the running clock going in this one.
Ooh.
Over the head, though. Wanted to get it back out to Sykes. Too strong from Lulu Thompson. Turnover Caldwell County.
Yeah, good thought, Lulu. But you get that ball inside the paint again. We got to be able to turn and score that, I feel like. Lulu's being unselfish, though, so you can't really falter.
39-6. Hoover has it knocked away. Butts was on the floor with it. Dawson able to pick it back up. Still 2 seconds, shot up, and it counts off the glass. A three-pointer at the buzzer for the 8th grader. And at the half, it is Caldwell County 39, Dawson Springs 9. We'll take a break and come back with the Travis Construction and Concrete halftime report next on your home for Lady Tiger basketball, WPKY.
Capture the magic of the season with perfectly primed pets in your holiday photos. Critter Care in Princeton has a fresh tub and grooming table waiting for Fifi and Fido. Nestled in the former home of Rogers Vet Clinic on Masonic Drive, open 7 to 4 Monday to Friday with weekend bookings available. Rest easy knowing they're insured and require all pets to have updated vaccines. Follow on Facebook at Critter Care LLC for all the latest updates. Make your holidays sparkle with Critter Care.
Your local McDonald's wants you to know that they are ready to serve you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dine-in or the drive-thru is always open, and they offer curbside pickup service. To avoid the wait in the drive-thru, you can download the McDonald's app and try curbside pickup. Stop in soon and enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at your local McDonald's. Proud to be a part of this community. McDonald's of Princeton, proud supporters of the Caldwell County Tigers.
Financial planning should be specific to you and your life circumstances. That is why we created Invest FB Wealth Management, a division of Farmers Bank. Hi, I'm Jeff McDaniels, Invest FB's lead financial advisor. Whether you're saving for retirement, starting a business, or planning your family's future, our individual and comprehensive approach can help you achieve your financial goals. Visit us today at our Princeton or Eddyville offices to start a conversation about your individual financial needs.
If you're involved in an auto accident, it's your choice where your vehicle is repaired. Some insurance companies refer you to pro shops because they give the insurance company discounts. But with those discounts, the insurance company has input on the parts used and might not always use what is best. At Trice Used Body Shop, they're not partnered with an insurance company, but they give the same lifetime limited warranty to the person who owns the vehicle at the time of repairs. Visit Trice Hughes in Princeton for your vehicle repairs.
At Trilogy Performance Sports, they believe in only the highest standards of physical fitness training. Their staff members are actively enriching the lives of their members and creating a community of like-minded people. And getting you in shape is their #1 goal. They have everything you need: knowledge, experience, and equipment. They find out what's important to you and design a customized plan that fits your needs. Learn more at trilogyperformancesports.com.
Experience the best in area high school sports coverage. YourSportsEdge.com delivers award-winning coverage with more stories, pictures, and video. From record-breaking performances to unforgettable moments, we've got you covered. Don't miss out on the excitement at YourSportsEdge.com and on the YourSportsEdge.com free app.
Good luck to all Tiger athletes from Bella Marie Boutique. Go Tigers!
The halftime show is on. 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Back to the cab as we are at the half. Caldwell County leads this one 39-9 over Dawson Springs. Time now for the Travis Construction and Concrete halftime report. Travis Construction and Concrete for all of your construction and concrete needs, as well as driveways, porches, foundations, basement walls, decorative concrete, remodels, and much more. Good luck, Tigers and Lady Tigers. Here's to building a successful year from Travis Construction and Concrete. 39-9, the score at the half. Caldwell County held Dawson Springs scoreless for 7 minutes and 59 seconds of that second quarter. Dawson Springs with a 3 at the buzzer off the glass, and it is the 30-point lead now for the Lady Tigers after a big night in the first half by Briley Butts. We'll have those stats here on the halftime show, brought to you by Ackridge Farm Supply. Ackridge Farm Supply Ace Hardware is a fourth-generation family business. They've been providing high-quality goods and services to Western Kentucky farmers and homeowners since 1933. Now with stores in Fredonia and Eddyville to serve all of your needs. And for tonight's first half stats, I'll turn it over to Melissa.
So, big second quarter for the Lady Tigers, led by Briley Butts. She had 14 in the second quarter of our 24. To give her a total of 23 so far in the first half. Huge, both sides of the floor. Butts is giving Dawson fits on the defensive end, which is leading to easy baskets, and she's also shooting the ball really well. She's hit both of her free throws and knocked down 3 threes for the first half already. Next in scoring for the Lady Tigers is Tink Clark with 4. Med Thomas has 2. Nyla Sykes has 4, Lulu Thompson has 2, Ja'Kai Copeland 2, Davany Williams 2. Lots of Lady Tigers in the scoring column so far. Dawson Springs scoring is a little thin. They've got 9 total points. That last second 3 by Ashton Swatzel puts her at second in scoring for the Dawson Springs Lady Panthers. Hoover's leading them with 4, and Emmeline Colson has chipped in 2. I think the defensive intensity, Dennis, is what turned the tide for the Lady Tigers. We started off, I felt like, a little bit slow, but when we turned it on, we turned it on.
Coach, talk a little bit about that 1-2-2 that Caldwell County came out with in that second quarter to cause that separation. It started out as a half-court thing and then back to a full court or three-quarter court and really caused Dawson all kinds of trouble. So talk
really
to us a little bit about that one.
The pressure up front, with Briley and Nala, and then at times Tink and Med were in those trapping positions out front, causing Dawson all kinds of fits, and it's forcing them to hurry up. And so they're hurrying it up, and they're throwing the ball out of bounds or traveling. Lots of turnovers for the Dawson Panthers. And then, we're mixing it up a little bit by extending it three-quarter court and then going back to half. It just really caused Dawson a lot of trouble.
Caldwell County looking good. After the first couple of minutes on the boards tonight, in the first 2 minutes, I think Dawson got the most rebounds they got in any span so far in this first half. But Caldwell County corrected that. You've got a good night from Lulu Thompson on the boards as well.
Yeah, and that's her role on this team. She is a rebounding machine, and so she's extended that to this game tonight, and I love to see that out of her. She's so good at it. She just has a knack for the ball. Like, wherever the ball is. She follows the flight of the ball really well. She just puts herself in good position to rebound. You heard me complaining at the start of this game about our rebound, and I feel like we gave up we allowed Dawson to get a few too many extra shots to start this game. But when we started getting into the flow of the game, we started getting steals, we started getting easy layups. Then Dawson started taking quick shots and allowed us to get in better position for rebounds, and that was really the downfall. Dawson's turnovers has really kept them from being able to get into an offense and get good shots. They're kind of just throwing the ball up there, taking bad shots, and we're getting in and going the other way with it.
Just about 3 minutes before we tip off the second half. This is the Travis Construction and Concrete halftime show. Caldwell County with the game tonight looks to go to 1-3 on the season. Then you've got a tough game coming up on Tuesday night at home against Hopkinsville.
Yeah, Hopkinsville is really playing well. Kind of looked and I looked at all the scores and stuff. You know, sometimes you don't really know what you're going to get with Hoptown, but they've got a lot of size. They're quick. They're going to put pressure on us, and we don't always handle pressure well, Dennis. So we're going to have to run our press offense against Hoptown. I don't want to look past the second half of this game, but look into the future. I think it'll be a good matchup for us, especially early, because we got to learn to handle the basketball. You know, Madisonville is going to press us. They're in our district. Hopkins Central is going to press us. They're in our district. So it just gives us a good non-district matchup to practice and figure out what we need to do offensively to get into a good press offense. And you're telling them they're going to have some athletes on Tuesday, so we're going to have to shorten those passing lanes. We're not going to be able to throw 25-foot passes and connect them. So it'll be a good game for us to figure out what we need to do to get better, taking care of the basketball for sure.
Long passes were a little bit of an Achilles heel for us against Crittenden County. Against a good team like that, it's really hard to cover that much ground, taking that ball on passes that are over 15 feet, and Crittenden County picked up several steals in the game at the Butler.
It is, and pressing teams, that's what they want you to do, especially if you have athletes. You want to put pressure up front, make them throw those long passes so that your kids in the back can run underneath it and go the other way with it. So, they're just baiting you. Right. Those presses, they're just baiting you. They want you to throw those long passes. So we've got to be smart. We got to make short passes. We got to take care of the basketball. We got to be strong with the basketball because they'll be coming at us. They'll be reaching and grabbing and pushing and pulling and shoving. So we got to be able to handle that as well against a good Hoptown team on Tuesday.
That's a game next week. The Trigg County game was moved from Thursday to February 1st. So we'll change our schedule on that as well. For the Lady Tigers, the only other game next week will be against Heritage Christian. That is the lone win of Dawson Springs this year. They beat Heritage Christian 38-16 a little bit earlier. Teams going to the bench as we tick off the final seconds at the half. That'll do us for the Travis Construction and Concrete halftime report. Caldwell County leads this one 39-9 as they'll get the ball first. I think it is possession Caldwell County, first possession in the third quarter. Third quarter is going to be brought to you by Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique. Everything a home should be at Cozy Living. We'll see if Briley Butts can keep the hot hand. 23 points at the half for Briley Butts as Caldwell County has opened up a 30-point advantage, and they will have the basketball to open the third quarter here in just a couple of seconds.
So I'm not sure what Coach Brown's saying down there, but I'd be telling my team, every possession counts. We do not want to come out flat in this second half. We want to play good, crisp, solid basketball, play hard. We got to continue to play hard. I know the score's kind of out of reach, but seemingly, but you never know. We need to come out with intensity and control this second half.
Dawson Springs will bring that young lineup back out on the floor. At least 2 8th graders on the floor right now for the Lady Panthers. It's Ja'Kiah Copeland on the right side for Caldwell County. Swings it over to Tink Clark. Clark at the top of the key. Dawson Springs has come out of that 2-3 zone now, man-to-man. Little wraparound pass to Sykes. Sykes able to keep it in play. Over it goes to Copeland. Copeland on the right wing. Down low, Thompson off the glass, no good. Ball loose on the floor. Touched last by number 20, Bailey Swatzel for Dawson Springs, and it'll stay Caldwell County basketball.
I want to point out the flexibility of Ja'Kiah Copeland right there. She starts off handling the ball, point guard, and then she ends up posting up. So she does it all for us.
It is Sykes with the runner from the right side, too strong off the glass, but she gets fouled on the play. Just about half a minute gone here in the third quarter. Caldwell County 39-9 over Dawson Springs as Sykes will step to the line for 2 Goodwin Insurance free throws. Sykes, one of the better free throw shooters last season for Caldwell County. First one up and no good. Free throws brought to you by Goodwin Insurance, your locally owned independent insurance agency capable of handling all of your insurance needs. Stop by Goodwin Insurance anytime for a free quote. Second free throw by Sykes is good. Was that the first miss tonight at the line?
It was.
Melissa? 40 to 9.
We're 7 of 8 from the free throw line.
That's a percentage you can live with if you're a coach, I'm
Absolutely.
assuming. Hoover with the basketball on the right side. Clark giving her a little bit of room. Hoover back over to Swatzell. Swatzell to McCoy. McCoy into the corner. He goes back to Hoover. She'll try a 3, and it's good. 3-point shot. Good shot enough to tie the net up. They'll take a whistle to get the net unhung on that goal.
That's the best sound in the world, Dennis.
String music.
Yes, sir. It sounds better coming from a Tiger shot. But
Yeah, I'll go with you on that.
Yeah.
That was the key line of
good
as
pass.
Sykes puts it up off the glass for a bucket underneath. There was an announcer named Joe Dean back before your time that did some SEC games, and that was his line was string music in whatever town they happened to be in that night, but string music in Lexington, KY, or Tuscaloosa, Alabama. 6:38 left to play in the third quarter, 42-12. Caldwell County with a comfortable lead at this point. Hoover gets it back to McCoy. Caldwell County drops into a 2-3 zone to Swatzell. Swatzell had it on the ground. They'll work it underneath. Picked up on another loose ball by Clark. Clark pulls it up at the elbow, dishes it under. Up and in is Jakaya Copeland. That was a nice pull-up with that basketball and a good pass.
You know, Jakaya Copeland, the normal fan's not going to recognize what she's done for us to start this second half. Her hand has been in every play that we've made that's been good so far. She's either had a shot or an assist or a rebound. She just does whatever we need her to do.
McCoy circles it back around, gives it to Swatzell. Back to McCoy. McCoy drives, shot up no good. And Lulu Thompson, I think, is going to get called for maybe a ghost foul.
I really think her sister, Jakaya, made the foul, but, she's taking one for her sister, so.
Yeah, it did. It's on number 20. She just kind of looked up and rolled her eyes. McCoy at the line. First one up and well short. 44-12 your score. McCoy, the 8th grader, second shot no good. Sykes with the board for Caldwell County, hands it off to Copeland. Copeland basically can play 1 through 5
she does.
on the court.
Whatever we need, she's out there doing it.
She's going to circle back around off a screen.
Oh, good pass.
Little pick and roll from Sykes. Sykes converts. Great pass, great lob, led just enough by Copeland to take that one in stride.
And that shows up in assists, but people don't pay attention to assist. It's hard to measure her value to this basketball team, but you're right. I've been singing her praises. Whatever we need, whatever position we need someone to step up in, Jakaya's there.
Free throw off the back of the rim, no good. Thompson strong with the rebound. And it's going to be a travel called on Lulu Thompson as she hit the floor after the rebound. Stops the clock at 5:27 left to play in the third quarter, 46-12. Lady Tigers with the lead, Dawson with the basketball. McCoy is going to bring it up for the Lady Panthers. Now gives it up to Hoover at midcourt. Hoover has it deflected by Sykes into the hands of McCoy. McCoy on the line, great defense. Seeing some more praises here on another aspect of the game for Jakaya Copeland.
These 3 minutes, she's controlled on both ends of the floor. She's done something good every possession.
Maybe she'll come up after the game. I would love to hear you interview her and ask her about what she's seeing out on the court tonight. Pass underneath is knocked out of bounds as Hoover got a hand in there on it, knocks it across the baseline. It'll stay Caldwell County basketball with 5:02 left to play in the quarter.
I've got the chance to talk to Jakaya a little bit, and she's one of the most humble people I've ever been around.
I agree with you there wholeheartedly. We talked to her on 2 or 3 occasions last season after some ball games.
You know, she's quiet. She's reserved. She lets her game do the talking. She's just a great kid, great leader for this basketball team.
But she has a very smart basketball mind.
She absolutely does. You know, she's been around this game. She comes from a big family. They all play sports. She's been around basketball her whole life, and it shows.
Dawson Springs with the ball. Pass was way too low for McCoy. Basically kicks it out of bounds on the sideline, and it'll be Caldwell County basketball, leading this one 46-12. We need that one more basket right here to get this running clock situation started up. Briley Butts coming up off the bench. Big head fake by Copeland, hits the runner in the lane, and that makes it 48-12.
What was that?
I think did he say delay of game? I did not
sure.
actually pick him up. It was just a warning, I think. Into the game for Caldwell County. First time tonight, Jada Alexander. She'll come in along with Briley Butts. How many times can you bring a kid that scores 23 points in the first half off the bench in the second half?
Well, when she came in the first half, she came in on fire, so let's see if we can see some of that. Steal by Jakaya.
Picked up by Jakaya Copeland. Copeland stutter step, takes it to the hole, up, gets fouled on the play. The kid in this quarter has done everything but go to the concession stand and sell popcorn because she is all over the place offensively and defensively.
She's definitely taken over the game here in this third quarter.
Butts and Akins will go out to the half-court line as Copeland steps to the free throw line. First one up, off the back of the rim. Two Thomases set to check in, one coming in now, and that is B. Thomas, the junior. Akins will come out. Med will come in after this free throw if it's a make by Jakaya Copeland. Shot up, too strong off the back of the rim. Sykes got a hand on the rebound, now a battle in the corner, and it's Swatzel had a hand on it. They're going to say she was pushed out of bounds.
I did not see that push, but he has a better angle than me. I'm pretty far away.
Sykes picks up the foul, only her second. Nobody in real foul trouble at this point for Caldwell County halfway through, a little bit more than halfway through the third quarter, 3:20 left to play. A screen out front. Hoover goes off a bit to the right side, dumps it into the corner to Swatzel. Swatzel wanted to go back to Hoover, and it's intercepted by Nyla Sykes. Sykes gets it to Med Thomas, who will bring it across half court, come up to the top of the key, let the three fly, and it's good. Little Caesars Pizza three-pointer, Med Thomas. And this one is 51-12. McCoy trying to lean in on Sykes. Sykes, I think they're going to get her with a hand check.
I think they're picking on Nala.
Love the way she plays, though. Inside, quick inbounds pass caught Caldwell County off guard. It was a quick pass into McCoy and a foul on the play as McCoy will go to the free throw line.
When you play all over the place the way Nala does, you're going to pick up fouls. So she's got 5 of them.
McCoy with the free throw is good. 51-13. And we've seen a lot of young teams lately, but I think Dawson pretty much has to take the cake. Second free throw is good as well. More than half the team, 7th and 8th graders. Caldwell County's got to get somebody to come back for the basketball. Butts does. Gets it back to Thomas. Thomas pulls up at the free throw line. Man-to-man defense by the Lady Panthers. Into the corner to Sykes. Sykes to Butts. Butts turns around, puts a shot up, no good. Ball loose on the floor. Picked up by Dawson Springs Hoover. Pass all the way down to Swatzel on the offensive end. She gets bumped by B. Thomas.
Yeah, and you see her sister coaching her out there. You know, B throws her hands up like she didn't foul her. She did foul her. She got beat to the spot right there. You got to move your feet, B.
Number 20, Bailey Swatzel, the 8th grader at the line for Dawson Springs. That one gets a friendly bounce over the front of the rim. and drops 51-15. Davany Williams back in for Caldwell County. Nyla Sykes will come out. One of the taller lineups that Caldwell County can put on the floor right now. Second shot, no good. Williams tapped the rebound over to Thomas. Thomas gets it back to Williams. Now back to Thomas. Little pitch and catch up the court into the offensive end. 1:45 left to play in the third quarter. Butts, nice kick out to Thomas. Open three from the wing, no good. Alexander with the rebound, no good on the putback. Now they have Dawson pinned on the baseline, ball loose. McCoy gets the basketball and gets fouled. I think the referees were trying to let that go as long as they could, but McCoy hit the ground after the contact.
Yeah, it was a late whistle. I think he was going to see if she could contain it, but yeah, Med knocked her out right there.
And a U-Ride timeout on the court. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take a break with the Lady Tigers leading 51-15.
Craving home-style comfort? Step into Kay's Kitchen and say goodbye to hunger with flavorful home-cooked dishes. Dive into the menu, brimming with hearty, taste bud-tickling delights, or enjoy one of the delectable daily specials. At Kay's, they're dishing up more than just food. They're serving memories in a warm and inviting atmosphere. Take a bite of nostalgia at Kay's Kitchen, where the essence of comfort is folded into every morsel.
Give it your all this season, Tigers. Good luck from the Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center.
Welcome back to the Cab. 1:14 left to play in the third quarter. Lady Tigers with this one in hand, 51-15 over Dawson Springs. Back onto the court is going to be Alexander, Thomas, Williams, Thomas, and Butts for Caldwell County. At the line will be McCoy for Dawson Springs.
You know, we're up 30-plus points, and Coach calls a timeout. A lot of fans get frustrated by that, but the game was getting sloppy. So I like that timeout.
McCoy converts the first free throw, 51-16. Yeah, you can't stop coaching or can't stop playing a game and just turn it into a playground game as McCoy drains a second. You're still out here for a purpose, and that's to get better each game.
Yes.
Thomas picked up at half court by Swatzel, over to Williams. Davany looking around, has McCoy on her, finds Alexander underneath. Nice pass. Good baseline cut, by Briley Butts. Gets fouled on the play. But that was a great pass by Alexander to hit her.
It was, and it's a good use of the offense. You know, we're running the flex offense, good hard cuts, good screens, and we were able to get open right underneath the basket. And you could tell Jada knew where to look. She knew where her player was going to be cutting and made a great pass.
Butts makes the first Goodwin Insurance free throw, adding on to that 23 points at half. Butts, second shot is up and no good. That one stayed on the rim for a while. Alexander had the rebound, missed the shot on the putback, and it's McCoy for Dawson Springs coming back down the court. 40 seconds left. Hoover will try a three and drain it from the right wing.
That's her second three of the half, so we don't want her to get hot.
One of the two seniors on the squad for Dawson Springs. Thomas to Alexander. Alexander loses a handle, chases it down right in front of Caldwell County's bench. Back to Thomas. Med Thomas working on the 8th grader Swatzel. Over to Williams. Williams underneath it goes to Butts. Butts turns off the glass, soft touch, drops for Butts. 54-20. 5 seconds on the clock. 3, 2, 1, and another bank shot by Swatzel. This time a two-pointer at the buzzer. After 3, it's Caldwell County 54, Dawson Springs 22. Back after this.
Hi, this is Lauren Brandon, and I'm proud to have served in this community for 45 years. As a bank that's been part of the Princeton community for over 139 years, we've seen many changes. As we celebrate First Southern's first 40 years as an organization, we know any achievements we have had are because of the customers we have worked alongside. We look forward to spending the next 40 years and beyond serving you. For more information, visit FSMB.net, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The winningest college basketball program of all time.
Forever.
the greatest tradition in college basketball.
Kentucky basketball.
Pull up three, quick time.
Lives here.
UK battles Penn. Hear all the coverage tomorrow at 9:30 on WKDZRadio.com and
on 106.5 WKDZ. 1580, 103.3 WPKY. Princeton.
Cozy Living Interior and Boutique, cheering on all Tiger athletes.
Back to the cab as we get set for the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter is brought to you by those folks. Cozy Living Interior and Boutiques, everything a home should be. Stop by and see our friends at Cozy Living Interior. We'll start the fourth quarter with Caldwell County up 54-22. Ja'Kiah Copeland at the point for Caldwell County. Lady Tigers put 4 low on the baseline, come out to start the offense. Had Copeland open in the corner, instead out to Akins. Akins will try a three and drain a Little Caesars Pizza three-pointer from the left wing.
Good way to start the quarter, running our offense, being patient in our offense, get a wide open three at the top, and Morgan knocks it down. Morgan
stepped right into that with confidence. Get game day ready at Little Caesars in Princeton with a 6:49 hot and ready pizza. Runner in the lane is good. That's number 23, McCoy.
That was a good move to the basket by McCoy. I'm sure Dawson's coach would like to see her continue to get in the lane like that.
And that's a kid, that's an 8th grader with some pretty good size, Melissa. She's going to be something to deal with in the 4 years to come for her.
I agree, Dennis. I like the way she plays.
Sykes over to Clark. Clark with a head fake. Goes up off the glass, too strong, rebound underneath by Thompson, gets fouled on the play. Shot was off the mark, but I think it was altered a lot by that foul over her back.
Yes, sir.
And she will go to the line for 2 Goodwin Insurance free throws. Lulu Thompson at the stripe. Caldwell County has shot the ball well from the free throw line tonight. 7 of 8 in the first half, I think, at one point. Misses on this one.
There you are, jinxing her.
Again, I've got to leave it alone till after the shots. Why does it always do that against the home team?
Yeah.
It never does it against the opponent. That one a little bit short. Rebound, Nyla Sykes goes up high off the glass with the putback. Sykes with the bucket, 59-24. Coach, as Dawson comes down, talk to us a little bit about what Coach Seeger is facing this year with such a young team. What's the challenges and how much does that really test your patience when you at times have had 2 8th graders and a 7th grader on the floor tonight?
Well, the biggest challenge for them is just to remain positive. You know, they're going to take their beatings. Hopefully they've scheduled in a way that they have an opportunity to get some wins, and they have because they got to win already. But you just got to stay positive, and you got to let these girls know that their effort's not in vain, that they are getting better, and you got to continue to develop your team. They're going to be fine. The future looks bright for them if these girls stick with playing basketball.
Nice cut.
Yes, Nala.
Excellent Sykes cut. On a great pass as well. And a technical on Lulu Thompson. I'm not sure what that was over.
I don't know. Thompson's not happy about it. Did she touch the basketball coming out of the net? Because they've already given us a warning for that.
That has to be what it was, because that's not a player that's going to say a whole lot that I know of on the floor, not getting to know her the little bit that we have over the years. But a technical foul puts Hoover at the line on the other end for Dawson Springs.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that call is.
Camden said it was a delay of game.
Yes.
They had the warning earlier on. Hoover misses both free throws. So Dawson will get the ball. And Coach Brown's going to leave her in, just calm her down a little bit. I think that's a good move. Don't pull her out and let her stew on it any. Let her get back in the game.
It is, because it absolutely wasn't intentional.
Right.
You know, it's hard to get out of the habit. You just got to leave that basketball alone when it comes through the net.
And I think that's the first delay of game technical I've seen in this 9th season of doing these basketball games.
Sure, I don't think I've seen one either. I've seen a lot of warnings.
Right.
But usually when you get that warning, most people don't do it again.
Copeland with the basketball off the rebound, takes it herself all the way to the hole and up and in off the glass. Ja'Kiah Copeland having the all-around game tonight. She's in the running for the Parker Eye Care Award tonight just for the all-around play that she's exhibited on both ends of the floor. Foul by Sykes on McCoy. And a line change coming up for Caldwell County. It's going to be Butts, Med Thomas, Davany Williams, B. Thomas, and Jada Alexander. 2 shots coming up first for Audrey McCoy.
And it's not going to really matter in this game, but Nala's got her 4th foul.
That free throw no good, so 5 in, 5 out for Caldwell County. Taking their spot down on the boxes is going to be Jada Alexander and Davany Williams. Audrey McCoy, second shot up, no good, strong off the front of the rim, but the rebound to B. Thomas. 4.5 to play in the ball game. Pass over to her sister Med, gets away, and it's a turnover, Caldwell County.
Unforced error right there. You hate to see that. I'm surprised there's not some words exchanged there.
Hoover takes the ball for Dawson. Caldwell County is going to come out man-to-man. They have gone 2-3 zone a lot this half. Butts gets a hand in, knocks it away. Alexander able to pick it up, but she gets tied up. And it will go back to Dawson Springs on the loose ball. Running clock, and we have been since early in the third quarter. 3:53 to play in this one. Somehow Hoover kept that one in, knocked away by Butts. Butts never lets up. I mean, even when you think it's a stalemate in the corner, she's just waiting to see the offensive player pass it. She's going to try to make something happen.
She is. She's such a competitor.
Hoover, jumper off the front of the rim, no good. And a tie-up called again as B. Thomas came down with another rebound. Possession arrow to Caldwell County.
You know, I love that we're up and we're still getting in there. We put some subs in the game, and they're playing with some grit and some fight and some energy.
Butts takes it underneath to Davany Williams. Williams goes up and gets called for steps, and I think that's the right call. She did make a good turn, but she just dragged the foot along with her.
Yeah, that right foot, you got to act like there's a nail in your foot when you catch that ball underneath.
She had the right idea. And Dawson gets away with a travel on the other end from Hoover. Shot up by Swatzel, no good, way strong off the glass. Med Thomas with the board for Caldwell County. She'll jog it up, stop at the top of the key, over to Butts. Butts inside the lane to Williams, and another tie-up.
Both teams getting a little sloppy here. Not being strong with the basketball, not being in triple threat, and we need to be.
This game not as bad, Melissa, but we have seen some girls' games where there seemingly was 35 or 40 tie-ups in a ball game where players kept bringing the ball down and just reaching in and tying it up. Steal by B. Thomas. Gets it back up to Butts. Thomas will get rewarded for a three-point try. No good. Ball loose on the floor. Williams picks it up, puts a jumper back up. That one off the mark. And it's McCoy back up the right side behind the back. She'll pull it out to the middle of the court and get the offense started for Dawson. Partial block by Thomas on Hoover, and that bailed Hoover out because I think that ball was kind of slipping out of her hands when she went to shoot it.
Yeah, that's a tough call there. He's got to be smarter than that.
Minute and a half to play here, and they'll stop the clock when the player gets the basketball at the line. 1:32 left to play in this one. Caldwell County will pick up their first win tonight. Free throw no good by Hoover. And just as important as it being their first win and getting that off of their backs, Melissa, this is a district win.
Absolutely. And we talked in the beginning of the game how important this game was, and this is a statement win. I mean, we didn't come in here and barely squeeze it out. Like, we came in and put it to Dawson tonight, and Coach has got to be proud of our effort.
Hoover misses a second free throw, fouled outside the three-point line on the shot. Third shot is up, and she misses all three. Rebound to Med Thomas, high off the board. Thomas will bring it across the timeline. 2-3 zone now again by Dawson. Inside it goes to Alexander. Alexander wanted to go to Butts, picked off by Swatzel. Swatzel with the left hand, pulls it back out. Good recovery by Briley Butts. Swatzel Out near the volleyball stripe, Butts just steps in as she tried to go back to McCoy. Butts off the glass, no good. Thomas gets the rebound off the glass, no good. And Dawson somehow dodges, giving up 2 points at that point. Long baseball pass back for Dawson is picked off by Davini Williams. And it's going to be Med Thomas trying to get some stability back in this game. See if Coach Seeger will pull anybody out, and does. Over to B. Thomas. Back out to Med. Standing on the logo. She's going to draw the defense out to start the count. Back over to B. B to Butts. Back to Med Thomas at the logo again. 63-24. Caldwell County will win this one going away. Over to B. Thomas. Thomas to Williams. Williams takes it to the hole, off the glass and in.
I don't think Coach wanted her to do that, but we'll take it.
65-24, 41-point lead for Caldwell County. Good job defensively by Med Thomas. Reached in, took the ball away from the driving McCoy. 6 seconds on the clock, and Thomas will be able to walk this over. That's going to be our final tonight. Caldwell County 65 and Dawson Springs 24. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get started on the Trilogy post-game report after this Caldwell County Lady Tiger win. Back after this.
Get in the holiday spirit with exclusive savings on genuine Case IH parts, service, and gifts. Delight the kid and everyone with $20 off every $100 spent on Case IH toys. Get $10 off the purchase of Case IH rechargeable LED work lights, and give the gift of organization with 10% off Case IH tool storage products. Visit your Case IH dealer, H&R, AgriPower in Hopkinsville, Russellville, Owensboro to save on genuine Case IH parts, service, and gifts.
Retailer, we're your store for quality with brilliant and durable paints in a variety of sheens, and thousands. We're your store for service with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. We're your local experts, and we're here to help with all your painting projects. Benjamin Moore at Joyner Hardware on Main Street in Princeton.
Your Planters Bank total checking account is now overflowing with benefits from the new Planters Perks checking. Get new benefits accessible instantly from the exclusive Planters Perks app. New ways to waive your monthly service charge, valuable savings at area businesses, and you can keep your total current checking access and benefits. Just download the Planters Perks app to get started. Planters Perks. Reason number 53 that Planters is the bank where you can expect great things. Member FDIC.
Fortner Gas Company has been serving the propane needs of Western Kentucky for 70 years. You'll find offices in Princeton and Cadiz. They're your local and family-owned propane supplier. Browse their website to discover the many services and products available. You can shop in person or online, and they can answer any and all questions in person or on the phone. If they're already your propane supplier, they say thank you. If they're not, they would love to be. Fortner Gas Company, a family tradition of service since 1951.
Your local McDonald's wants you to know that they are ready to serve you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dine-in or the drive-thru is always open, and they offer curbside pickup service. To avoid the wait in the drive-thru, you can download the McDonald's app and try curbside pickup. Stop in soon and enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at your local McDonald's. Proud to be a part of this community. McDonald's of Princeton, proud supporters of the Caldwell County Tigers.
Determine whether someone else stays warm this holiday season? Penny Ryle Electric can take that buck and do just that. Through Penny Ryle Electric's Plus One program, you simply agree to have $1 automatically added to your monthly bill, and your contribution will be used to help pay electric bills for local neighbors in need. Look for the Plus One insert in an upcoming statement or sign up online.
Center would like to invite you to attend a weight loss seminar the first Tuesday of every month. They will meet in the education room at Caldwell Medical Center at 6 p.m. Please join Dr. Mobley, Caldwell's very own general surgeon that specializes in medical and surgical weight loss. If you can't come in person, join them on Facebook Live. Once again, it's the first Tuesday of every month at 6 p.m. at the Caldwell Medical Center. Hope to see you there.
At Tricius, they're ordering it your way. How would you like to have a vehicle built just for you? Little things are important, like rich colors, big screens and displays, almost like watching TV. Exteriors with beautiful style and powerful engines that respond the lightest touch on the accelerator. It's time to get what you want. Order your new ride and feel the thrill when you drive off the lot. Trice Hughes in Princeton is the one-stop shop for everything your vehicle needs. For more information, visit tricehughes.com. That's tricehughes.com.
The WPKY News Edge team is dedicated to keeping you informed around the clock. News, weather, and sports. Join us weekdays at 6:30, 7:30, noon, and 5. Plus 24/7 when you need it at WPKYonline.com and worldwide on the free WPKY app. The complete coverage you deserve from a proven partner. No fees, the way it should be. We are 1580, 103.3 WPKY. The teams are in the locker room. Time for a recap of tonight's action. The WPKY postgame show is on the air. 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Welcome back to the cab as we get underway with the Trilogy postgame report. Looking for an affordable and convenient gym membership for just $34.99 plus tax every month? Trilogy provides you with 24/7 access to a top-notch facility, state-of-the-art equipment, and some experienced coaches to help you reach all of your fitness goals. Cheering on the Tigers and Lady Tigers, Trilogy wishes you the best of luck this season. Get in the game and feel great at Trilogy Performance Sports. Joined here on the Trilogy postgame report now by the player of the game tonight, and that is Briley Butts. Briley, thanks for joining us tonight on the Trilogy postgame report. And we're also going to be joined by Coach Brown. Good game tonight by you guys. It's a game that you came out and you were the big favorite in this one going in. We all understood that. Dawson Springs with one of the youngest teams. That makes us look experienced compared to them with all the 7th and 8th graders. Maybe a little sluggish in the first minute or two. Coach Thomas was talking about that, and then it just erupted. You came out, looked good in the first quarter, but in that second quarter, that's what I want to ask you guys about. You went to more of a 1-2-2 defense, half court, pushed it up three-quarter court, and then Briley just exploded out of that.
Yeah, and that's our diamond defense, and we can do it in the full or the half, and it allows us to have trap zones where we can really cause the other teams problems, and we're continuing to work on that, and that's going to be one of the defenses we're going to use quite a bit this year and lean on, and it allows our athletic people to make plays too, and that's one of the key things about that. And as long as we are continuing to work on our rotations and talking, it can be a very good defense for us.
Briley, you had a lot of steals out of that when you had some good looks, but you were feeling it in that second quarter, especially from the three-point line. Talk to us about what you had your mind on in that game tonight.
My defense just pushes my offense. When I get a steal, I just explode from it.
And you covered the ball well tonight on both ends of the floor, but your shooting was outstanding. Did it feel like one of those nights where you were going to hit it no matter where you took the shot
Yes,
from?
sir.
I love nights like that, and they're rare, so enjoy those, Briley, because they don't come very often. You guys look good defensively. I want to talk to you a little bit about, and you can add in on this too, Briley, about the play of Jakiah Copeland, because Coach Thomas and I both talked in the third quarter especially. It seemed like she was involved with either a pass, a rebound, an assist, defensive play, something on just about every play of that third quarter. And really not a lot of points to show for it in the books, but just invaluable play by the senior.
It is, and that's one of the things that Coach and I talked to her about earlier in the year, is expanding her role and responsibilities, and sometimes putting her up there at the top, with the ball in her hand, because she sees the court so well.
Right.
And she's going to get the ball to the open person, regardless who it is. So she's very good at doing that. And what we're doing is also creating, hopefully, matchup problems. When they try to put a post on her, we can bring her out and run that, and she can get by the post. They put a guard on her, then we can put her down in the paint, let her post a smaller guard up where she can be effective. She has some very good post moves too, so she's kind of like our Swiss Army knife, so to speak. She has a lot of tools in her toolbox that she can use, and defensively she communicates very well and she talks well, and she's one of those that she's getting more comfortable with that role, and tonight was one of those nights we wanted to come out and work on that and really have the other players work on that, but also her being a senior and giving the senior leadership, it allows other players to relax and maybe not feel the pressure or some of the responsibility.
Briley, I want to ask you a question that Melissa and I were talking about, and it's a rarity in both boys or girls in high school sports anymore, is to find that three-sport player. Of course, you play outstanding softball. That's a great part of your life is softball, basketball, and volleyball as well. Tell us how playing all three sports helps you go from team to team and what you develop from playing three different sports.
Sports at once just keeps me going in a flow, and I'm a routine person, so going from practice to practice or game to game, it just makes me feel good.
And talk to us about how it affects you as being a team player as opposed to just an individual looking to star in one sport, how you've got to blend in with the three different teams.
I love my teammates on all three teams. We all get along so well, and being able to play three different sports, it makes me see other sports in a different way.
Well, you did a great job tonight, the high scorer tonight for Caldwell County, and also the Critter Care player of the game tonight, so congratulations on that. A tough one next week. In the middle of the week, you play Hopkinsville, and then you've got Heritage Christian. Tell us something about your thoughts, Briley, and then, Coach, about the Hopkinsville Lady Tigers, who you know are going to try to speed you guys up.
I know they're going to be quick. They're going to be long. They're going to be tall. All we have to do is be smart and make good passes, and I think we'll be fine.
Keep the turnovers down, exactly
yes,
right.
Sir.
Coach, your thoughts on the Hopkinsville Lady Tigers next Tuesday night?
Well, they're going to be an athletic team. They've got Skya Ford, who's averaging a double-double. She's one of the region's best players, and she's going to be a difficult matchup. The thing about them is that we've got to come out and play disciplined basketball, and they're going to try to speed us up and make us go quick. So we have to play smart and not give in to going and run when our opportunities are there. But we've also got to attack them, attack her and attack a couple of the players they have that's scoring pretty well, and force them to defend. And that's one of those things where she's had some size. She's pretty athletic, but we've got to be able to go out there and make them defend, because the thing about Hopkinsville and what I've seen so far is that they like to gamble quite a bit. So if we're patient and wait and not give into the pressure, we should be able to get some good looks.
Well, guys, congratulations on that first win of the season tonight over the Dawson Springs Lady Panthers. First win of the season, plus a big one with it being a district win tonight as well.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dennis. And, Briley played a really good game tonight, and we had some good girls that stepped up. So it's always good to, we have that happen, and, we're going to use this hopefully as a springboard to continue building on and moving forward. And that's what we want to do, and just, continue building blocks.
Well, we talked about that in the pregame show tonight. Each game, you've looked like you've gotten a little bit better each night out. So I like to see that trend continue on Tuesday night against Hopkinsville.
That's the plan.
All right.
Thank you, Dennis.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Briley, for coming up tonight here on the Trilogy post-game report. Briley Butts, tonight's Player of the Game. Player of the Game is brought to you by Critter Care, Princeton's newest boarding and grooming facility, located in the former Rogers Vet Clinic, providing day and overnight boarding for all of your family pets. And you can even board the family lizard or rabbit to stay with Fido. Follow them on Facebook and at Critter Care LLC for more information. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have tonight's no break. Okay. I was going to look over these stats real quick. I think Melissa is gone, so we'll do the stats here. Stats are brought to you by Ackridge Farm Supply Ace Hardware, a fourth-generation family business. Ackridge has been providing high-quality goods and services to Western Kentucky farmers and homeowners since 1933. Now with stores in Fredonia and Eddyville to serve all of your needs. Good luck, Tigers and Lady Tigers from Ackridge Farm Supply. The final here tonight, Caldwell County beats Dawson Springs in the first district game of the season, 65-24. For Caldwell County, they were led in scoring by Briley Butts, had 23 at the half, finishes with 26. After that, only one other player in double digits. That was Nyla Sykes with 13. 8 points for Jakaya Copeland tonight. 5 points for Med Thomas, 4 points each for Davany Williams and Tink Clark. And chipping in with 3 points was Morgan Akins, and 2 points for Lulu Thompson, for a total of 65 points tonight for Caldwell County. For Dawson, they were led in scoring by Kimberly Hoover, the senior. She had 10 points. Next up was Audrey McCoy, the talented 8th grader, with 6 points. Ashton Swatzel had 5. Emmeline Colson had 2, and Bailey Swatzel had 1 point tonight, for a total of 24. So Caldwell County improves to 1-3 on the season. Dawson drops to 1-4 on the season. Caldwell County next in play on Tuesday night as they host the Hopkinsville Lady Tigers. That will be here at the Cab. I think that is a 7:30 tip. I have the schedule here with me. Just a second, Camden. And that is a 7:30 tip at home on Tuesday night, taking on the Hopkinsville Lady Tigers. And then they will play Saturday at Heritage Christian. That's a part of a doubleheader on Saturday night. So we'll have the game here on Tuesday night. We'll be on the air with the Athletic Center pregame show at 7 o'clock. And then it's Lady Tigers and Lady Tigers as Hopkinsville comes to town. And we'll see how Caldwell County can take this win and this momentum into that game. That's going to do it for us here at the Cab tonight on this early start after the parade. Thanks to John Miller and Camden McGregor in the truck tonight, doing a great job as always. Also to Melissa Thomas, the girls edition sidekick for Tiger and Lady Tiger basketball this season. We appreciate her input and her vast knowledge of the game. Just adds so much to the broadcast, and we are blessed to have her on this season as well. I'm Dennis Stevens. Thank you for listening. We will see you Tuesday night from the Cab.
The WPKY News Edge team is dedicated to keeping you informed around the clock. News, weather, and sports. Join us weekdays at 6:30, 7:30, noon, and 5. Plus 24/7 when you need it at WPKYonline.com and worldwide on the free WPKY app. The complete coverage you deserve from a proven partner. No fees, the way it should be. We are 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Experience the best in area high school sports coverage. YourSportsEdge.com delivers award-winning coverage with more stories, pictures, and video. From record-breaking performances to